Hi, I'm Goose, and welcome back. Today we'll be talking with Zekiez. Zekiez is a very good builder with a very interesting building style, and he also happens to be the first place winner of the last bakery building competition. And Zekiez also just recently started posting on Instagram. I'm going to put a link to that down in the description. Go give him a follow, support him on that platform. He's got some really cool stuff you won't want to miss. I've also just started to upload all of my builds onto my Patreon for all you guys to download. Anytime I do a cool build, I'm going to throw it up on there. And all of these builds are also available to anybody that subscribes to me on Twitch. If you're a Twitch subscriber, you can get them through the Discord. Links to all of that stuff are down in the description. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Drop a like, subscribe, follow, comment, share it with your friends. All that good stuff really helps out the channel. So here we go. Okay, we are here with Zekiez, who is a builder on the bakery, as also happens to be the champion of the last bakery build. First off, congratulations on that.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, your build was very, very cool. And it was not this one that we're standing in front of, although this one is also just, your building style is so cool, dude. I'm so excited to look at some of your builds.
Thank you.
So I would say in general, you are the best person that I know of at doing perspective builds. And when I say perspective builds, for those of you that are watching, I mean builds like this, where they're meant to be viewed from one angle, in this case, from the front, and using different layers of all these tiny little blocks like levers and buttons and panes of glass and candles, you can get really, really detailed images. But as soon as you kind of move off of that perspective point, you end up with builds like this, which still does look really cool. If I'm being honest from the side, this is a pretty cool build. But I'm curious how you started building this way. What was your intro to this style of building?
So, okay, the very first time I saw one of these was actually just scrolling on Instagram, and it was one of Todd Pogg's builds, and this was like 10 months ago. And then I was like, maybe I can do something like that. And then I just kind of hopped on, and then I saw the first ever competition on Builders Refuge. And then that's just when I started. So
how did you do in the first competition?
I placed sixth.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Which is actually not bad, but I definitely, looking back on it, I could definitely improve. And it was mostly a perspective build as well. So yeah, it's definitely not as good as what I can do now, but yeah.
Introduction. Did you do other building before this, or is this kind of what got you into really taking building seriously?
Yeah, so I actually had a 3-month phase a few years ago, just with building organics, nothing to this level. It was just pure 360 3D builds, and then I kind of just stopped for a few years, and then I saw one of Todd Pogg's builds on Instagram.
Todd Pogg he's really good. I actually need to talk to him. I don't know why I haven't interviewed him yet.
Yeah, he's definitely special.
I thought his name was Top Dog for almost the entire time that I've been looking at him, and someone kept saying Todd Pogg, and I'm like, who? I have no idea who that is. Do you mean Top Dog? They're like, no, you're wrong. I was like, oh, okay. Whoops.
I'm pretty sure it was, but then I think he switched it. I don't know. Something happened.
So you're pretty active on Instagram. I see, at least recently you have been. You just started posting after the competition, right?
Yeah, I just started my Instagram.
So, which is nice. You have a pretty good back catalog of stuff that you can post. I want to take a look at let's actually start with your competition build.
Okay. Yeah, it's just off this corner. I can fly to it.
All right. And this competition, the prop for this competition was reflection. I also competed. I only got 7th because this is the kind of stuff I was up against, which is just wild to me to think that I even got 7th. But this is so cool. This is just such a cool build, color-wise, form-wise, all of that stuff. I know that you also draw a lot. You're a very, very good draftsman.
Yeah.
Is this something you drew and planned out beforehand, or is this a build that you went straight into?
I literally just went straight into it. My Minecraft building and my drawing is super unrelated, other than just the process of actually doing it. But yeah, this one I was just scrolling, looking for inspiration, and then it's kind of just putting random stuff together until I have this whole coherent build.
This is so cool. I haven't really taken a second to really look up close at this before. What is your drawing process like? Because you do very realistic. Are they just graphite, or are they charcoal and graphite?
It's right now it's just graphite, but I really want to start using charcoals because I can get better values.
Hmm.
But as for my process, I start with obviously like the base. I start, but it's not even a base. I just start with an outline. Like for example, if I'm working with a face, and then immediately like I'll work with the nose because it's like the central part, and then I'll just get it done entirely. So it's just this floating nose and like perfectly like detailed and everything, and then the rest is just blank, and then I'll move on to like the next part, like the eyes or whatever.
Oh, okay. So
And
do you
then
have
yeah,
a rough outline like to get everything in the right area first, or do you really do just work from one area to the next?
yeah, I just work from like one area to the next, just like constantly looking at my reference and then just like tweaking things if I need to.
Okay, that's interesting. That's pretty different from what I guess what I would describe as traditional
Yeah,
draftsmanship
I think
stuff. There's a painter named Anthony Waichulis. Are you familiar with him at all?
no,
Okay, I'll send
but
you.
yeah, I don't
Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull up one of his paintings, and I want to
know. Okay.
show it to you, and you can kind of react to it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is a painting by him. They're all oil. It's only 5 by 7 inches. He paints really small.
Oh wow.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
The whole thing is oil, even the cash.
All of it's oil. And he's
Wow.
actually
Okay. Yeah,
been
that's sick.
not reprimanded, but he's been contacted by, I believe, the CIA to
Oh
be like, hey, we see what you're doing. We just want to tell you that, hey, you better not try to counterfeit anything and don't do those on
yeah.
paper because they're that detailed, which I think is really interesting that he's garnered that much
Yeah.
attention for how well he does currency.
Yeah.
But he
That's
is,
insane.
yeah,
Okay.
an absolutely amazing one, amazing painter. Have you painted at all, or do you mostly just do drawing?
I mostly draw. I don't really have any paints, but I've always wanted to try oil painting.
I strongly, strongly recommend it. Moving on to this next one, was this a bakery competition one as well, or is this for Builder's Refuge?
Yeah. So this was Builder's Refuge.
Okay.
Wait, you're referring to the old man, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this was the second competition I've ever done, and the theme was nostalgia. So
Oh man, this is a wild second entry into the competitions. This is very,
yeah,
very good. I think this was the first build I saw from you, and I saw it on. Did you ever post this on Reddit?
yeah, I did post this on Reddit. It
I
got a few
think,
thousand.
yeah, I saw it on Reddit before I knew who you were.
I think I actually placed them second in this one, which was surprising. And yeah,
Do you remember who placed first?
yeah, it was Todd Fogg.
Oh, it
He
was.
placed
Oh,
first. Yeah,
oh that's
yeah. I think
funny.
he did like a Pixar type of build. So
Oh, okay, I'll have to check it out. I'll see if I can find an image of it. So, when you do you build the same as how you draw? Like, do you really focus in on one spot and bring it as far to completion as you can before you move on, or do you tend to work in Minecraft a little bit differently?
I think it's very slightly differently. Like, but it's mostly like the same. But in Minecraft, I'll have the full base, but like not really. It's not fully smoothened either. But sometimes, like if I do like smoothen it out, I'll put in like the base colors, and but that's pretty much it. I won't have any of the details, and then I'll just do like the same process for like drawing.
This one does look fantastic though in the dark as well, especially having the necklace lit up in the portrait
Yeah,
is that's just that's so good. That's a really smart idea. I
thank
think
you.
more so because your detailing is fantastic, but I think your composition is what really sells a lot of your pieces. Do
Yeah.
you focus a lot on that while you're going, or is that more intuition based?
It's mostly like intuition. Like when I started this build, like specifically, I didn't really plan anything. So I only had the old guy and then maybe this desk planned out. And then I kind of just added things with time. And like I don't really have like any sort of set like, idea. It kind of just changes around all the time.
That's interesting for someone that works as uh, realistic and representational as you to be that kind of free
Yeah.
flowing with your composition.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to stick to one like big idea. I kind of just because like maybe if I think of something better later on. So
Are you a fan of abstract art?
yeah, some of them. Yeah,
Okay.
some abstract art.
What's some of the stuff that you don't like in abstract art?
there's a specific like style. It's like more geometry. It's just like random sort of everything is like random and like because there are different like aspects of abstractness, right?
Hmm.
Like I prefer a more like surreal side instead of just like just geometry based.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. You like to see
Yeah,
some like elements of like form and stuff
yeah.
like that in
I
there.
prefer
Okay.
like yeah,
Are you down if I show you a couple paintings and you tell me what you think again?
yeah. Go ahead.
Awesome. Okay, so here's the first one.
Okay,
What are your
yeah,
thoughts on that?
yeah. So like I don't know, paintings like these, like I don't really like that much. I just can't really relate or anything at all.
So this is a painting by Mark Rothko. I feel
Okay,
like Rothko is often very divisive. A lot of people see his stuff as like
yeah, I can see that.
that's nothing, you know. So my question is, do you like these colors?
Yeah, I like the colors. I think like separately and even just together, I think they work. But
In that case, you understand Rothko,
okay,
which I,
yeah.
I don't say that necessarily like derogatory towards him or jokingly, because
Yeah.
he is one of my favorite painters. But one of the
Oh,
reasons I
okay.
like using him as an example is because his stuff was so solely focused on the interactions and the emotional impact of color. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and once you just, I think a lot of people look for more meaning, but once they accept that, or they understand that like that's all it was like, look at these colors, what do you feel, how do you think when you're looking at them?
Okay. Yeah, I can
Is
see it in like that sort of perspective and how it could work.
mhm.
But
Okay, so there's the first one. The second one, this is
mhm.
Excavation by Willem de Kooning.
Okay. Um, yeah, this one, I honestly think I prefer the other one, but in like a different sort of like way. Like this one is just kind of like I think it would scare me if I had it like hung up inside my house and like it was like late at night.
Okay,
That's my only like really reasoning.
that's interesting. So this one, I've heard mixed stories about what was going on in his life and kind of what was his intent behind this. The one I hear the most often is he was going through a divorce, and this painting was
Oh, okay.
about that upheaval of everything in your life and that excavation of like objects and emotions and
Okay.
thoughts and memories. And I love that aspect of it. And you can see there are like some like yelling faces in it
Yeah.
and some objects here
Yeah,
and there, stuff
that
like
was
that.
my first the first thing I saw is just like a bunch of faces.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. All right, next one
Okay.
is I will find the name afterwards, but this because it
Okay.
wasn't labeled, but this is by Christian Van Minnen.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this okay. Uh I'm not sure to be honest. I know this is like very like a very like surrealistic painting. Um I don't know, it's just not my type of like my thing, like my style.
Mhm.
Um like I like seeing recognizable forms, I guess, like if that's how I can like put it. I mean, I do see some, but something more, I don't know, like less random, like seemingly random.
Yeah, there's a little more sense. Like you have light and shapes and
Yeah,
textures, and even if it's there's a pineapple and some
yeah.
faces, but that's kind of it. Okay, I want to show you another one of his paintings, and I want to see what you think about that one as well.
Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, so this one's pretty neat. Um, I'm not exactly sure if there's any sort of meaning to it, but it's definitely more interesting to me personally than the other painting, especially whatever's going on in the middle, like her face.
You prefer that
Yeah, I
representationalism?
prefer
Yeah,
this one, but I don't think I would have any of these like hung in my house or whatever.
that makes sense. And I think especially Van Minnen specifically has
Yeah,
mentioned how it's like he doesn't expect his paintings to really be hung places. Like he uses them
yeah,
for self exploration, but like I don't know a lot of people that would want this hung up in their house, kind of a thing.
yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, that was good.
Oh,
I like
yeah, that
getting
was
people's
definitely
thoughts on that.
interesting seeing other these seeing these styles.
There's no light blocks in this, right? This is just like the
I
natural
don't
light.
think there's any.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's no light blocks in this.
Was that something you intentionally thought of beforehand, like I only want to use the natural light from blocks, or is that just kind of worked out that way?
Yeah, I'd say it just more kind of worked out like that. I actually didn't really think of the light blocks at all. I was just kind of like building whatever.
Mhm.
And like I just realized now, like yeah, it has like this weird glow to it.
How long did these take you?
The mountain lion, it took me about like 2 to 3 days. Like that's the thing that like I like about perspective building. It doesn't take too long. But the Doberman, it's like so much more, heavy on detail. So this one took like 4 days, but it was like more so a week because I was really busy, like outside of Minecraft. Uh,
And are these like 8-hour days, or these like after work 4-hour
Um,
days?
these are maybe like, yeah, it's just like a couple hours a day, maybe if I'm really like locked in and focusing, because I think I build pretty quickly. Like that's another thing. When I'm actually in the process, like everything kind of just flows together, and I'm in like a flow state. So
I mean, if these are just, a couple of like 4-hour days, I think you build very
yeah, I mean,
quickly.
I built this like literally a few days ago. So yeah, and then this the red one was like last week. So
Do
I
you
have a lot more free time.
have you seen the tripod function on FreeCam?
No, I haven't.
So
Uh,
you can set camera positions, and then you can just hit a hotkey and it flashes to that camera position.
okay.
All right, and you have one more over here, this alien one. I love this because I love Alien.
Yeah, same. That's probably why I chose to build it. It was actually this one was actually for another competition in another server. It was only about a week long, but I could only work on it for like a few days. So
That's just crazy to hear that. Like, yeah, this is just kind of a quicker one.
yeah, I mean, whenever you fly to the back, you can kind of understand. Like it doesn't really take all too much.
Is this one yours over here too with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the butterflies?
Oh that's another one of mine.
Oh
Yeah,
man, the color on this is insane.
yeah. This is for the Axiom comp of like a few months ago,
Okay,
or many months ago actually. The theme was Reverie, and I think this is the longest competition I've worked on. It was like a month.
how many hours do you think you have in this?
I don't even know, to be honest. Maybe between like 100 to 200.
Man,
I don't know if that's like a lot or anything, but
I think
this one
it's a
took a
lot.
while. Yeah.
I mean, it shows though. It's not like you wasted time on this. This is
Yeah.
very, very refined, especially the,
Yeah.
the
Actually,
color
but
work on it.
a lot of those hours might just be me AFKing.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I just mostly build for competitions anyway. So I have a few like very just refined builds. I don't have a lot of tiny like builds just scattered around.
Mhm. Do you ever play survival?
I used to like many years ago, or just whenever my friends want to play.
Yeah. Do you ever get the
That's really the only one.
yearning for it?
Recently, not really. I kind of just want to do like just whatever in creative, but since now it's summer, maybe.
If you could add anything into Minecraft, either mechanic wise, block wise, anything like that, what do you feel like is missing from the game?
Um, Honestly, I think I mean everyone says this, like more blue blocks and like vertical slabs.
Okay,
Like that's really it for me.
you do want the vertical slabs?
Yeah, even though there are so many other ways to achieve that, I think just vertical slabs in general would help still.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't think it would hurt the game either. Like I don't see any reason not to have them.
Oh man, I didn't even notice the shadow on these flowers. I let the
Oh yeah, yeah,
that's what my favorite thing about forced lighting or baked lighting, whatever you want to call it, in Minecraft is
yeah,
when you just don't realize it. Your mind is just like, yeah, there's a shadow there. And then you
yeah.
actually like
There's
take a
also,
sec to
yeah,
look like, oh yeah, like no, there's not. It's totally built in.
yeah. This is a super overwhelming build as well. So there's a lot of things going on.
Did you win?
I placed sixth. So
Wow. Do you know who
yeah,
won?
this one, but it was I think it was Nistune. It was someone named Nistune. It was
Okay.
judged by like some YouTubers. So this one was like a controversial though. A lot of people like thought the top 10 were like, but I don't know. It's not my place to say that.
Yeah.